Yeah. He's doing a mite check. Wow.
Did I get 300?
Yeah.
308.
108.
112. 14.
Oh my goodness.
You need a drill? And if it was a rainy day, you would want to get all those bees out of there as much as possible because they'll get rained on and die if left out. It's pretty good today, so we could actually just leave this box like this. But I'm a zealot,
Wow.
so I like to get as many as possible there.
That's a lot.
So that's pretty good.
That looks so nice. A really scary looking one.
Yeah.
Way to be
You
calm.
notice that they're fanning a lot. They know that their hive's been destroyed.
Everything's gonna be okay. That is so weird.
George is really into making them now. Okay, I have a bee on my food.
Still got a few. Now, usually what I do is I'll put a pollen patty. I'll take like a quarter of a
back in a
pollen
little
patty,
bit,
put it
right
here,
there.
and a quarter in there, put it in there.
But
But I've laid them down somewhere and we haven't found them yet.
wait,
We'll find them
Oh,
before
look,
the day's
look.
over.
he's putting the thing on.
We'll put it in cover on.
Oh, we just.
And I should have already filled this with sugar water, but since I didn't,
Don't click anybody.
Oh,
cans.
it's for food.
And you're sometimes tempted if you don't have a feeder to use these cans, but they don't take the sugar water out of them fast enough.
Wow.
It's a 1-to-1 until blackberry, is that right?
Yeah, this is, if you're making sugar water up, make it 1-to-1 this time of year. And I'm just being messy so that they can find it, they know where their feeder's at.
Besides, it's more fun.
And that'll attract bees from all over the apiary, so we need to close the access to that like that. And you want the bees to get used to their new entrance down there. Just like that. Sound good?
Yep. Beautiful.
Okay, so now, I got another for quick. We haven't done any mite treatment on this one yet. So I don't know if any of you are using the Apistan switch for mite treatment or oxalic acid for trite. You do need to treat your bees for mites, otherwise your bees will be dead in a year or sooner.
So those little white strips on the ground, if you want to use that to approximate an Apistan strip.
So an Apistan strip kind of looks like this, only it's brown. They sell them up there. It's a contact miticide. So I'll use this as a demo, like where I put the queen cage in right here. What I would do is I would put one strip in right here and one strip in right here. And they have a little tab on them that you just kind of slip them down and they hang over. That's how they go there. And for packages, what we do is we say do a 10-day treatment. because all of the bees in a package are exposed, and these miticide strips have to be in contact with bees to work. So you'd put it near the queen cage because that's where the bees are going to get up to. And then after a couple of days, when your queen gets released from the marshmallow, the queen's going to come out and she's either going to stay right there and lay lots of eggs, or she'll move to one side or the other. If she moves to one side or the other, you may have to move these strips, pull them out and slip them in so that they're back in that cluster.
You treat them right away, or do you treat them in August after the
No, so
honey?
these, when I'm doing the strips with packages, I do them right when I'm installing. And you can get a treatment in for the first 10 days. And it works very well.
You said you were going to be getting a nuke.
Yeah.
If you're doing a nuke and you don't know the history of the mite treatment, if you were going to use these, you would have to do a 28-day treatment. If you don't use those, then what you would go to is you can go to some other method. And what we use is oxalic acid.
Yeah.
So what we do here in the apiary is we treat with oxalic acid. And here's what the vapor, and we do it in a vapor method. So this is a standard oxalic acid vaporizer. Use this much, and this is what it is. It's wood bleach. They sell it at Ace Hardware. But you put a thimbleful in. You put it in the hive at the entrance. You seal the hive, and this one plugs into a car battery for 3 minutes to vaporize all these crystals. And then you leave it sealed for 10 minutes, and then you pull it all out. Bees are not happy when you do this. So when you're doing this, use a veil. Also, this vapor is not good for your lungs, so you want to use a acid gas type acid gas vaporizer. What we use, but this is a little bit slow for us, so we went to this style. It's just as reference. This costs about $100, 100 to 150. This one that we use is $500, and it's just faster. It does the same thing. So this one, what we do is we seal up the entrance. We use the same product. We put it in there. We heat this thing up. It plugs in. We plug it like that. We put it into a hole in the back of the hive, and we flip it over, and it vaporizes it in about 20 seconds. With this one, we use a full face respirator, because this one has the chance of this thing blowing off. So we added risk, we added protection. And it works very well, and it's pretty fast. There's all sorts of mite treatments. Why I talk about that is because we're gonna check these.
Powdered sugar's behind you.
Okay. You know, I like to use fresh powdered sugar, but we didn't have fresh.
Putting it through a strainer is an easy way to get it powdery too. Got to do your work in the kitchen first.
So we're frosting our bees.
They're happy too, aren't they? Those bees are
Not very.
a little pissy.
And what this does is it coats the bees with powdered sugar, and we agitate the mites. And so the mites start walking around on the bees. The mites, the way they attach to the is they have suction cups. And they step on the powder and it breaks the suction and the mites
Remember this, because we're doing this today. We're going to do a sugar roll for ours.
Those bees are not happy.
No.
But at least they're alive.
Yeah.
You can also do this with an alcohol wash, but the bees don't survive very well in alcohol.
Are you familiar with the CO2?
Have they used CO2 to knock the bees out and then to get the mites off?
Yeah.
I haven't tried it.
Yeah, I haven't tried it either, but I've seen YouTube videos of it.
Okay.
And I think Randy Oliver has one. Of course, the trick is to give enough CO2 so that the bees, so that it knocks the mites off, but not enough to kill the bees.
Okay, so then once and these are an 1/8" mesh screen that we just
Adding insult to injury over here.
Just to make sure they're happy.
Yeah, I think we might need to walk away after this one. So are they able to fly with all that on them? Or will they pour right in?
Yeah, they're gonna all fly right towards you.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
How are their wings not wrapping?
you don't want
You had
to
a discussion with them before I got here, didn't you?
when they fly. Okay, so let's
Okay, I want to look in the pan.
No, I haven't. So I don't know if there's any in there.
Looks good.
Okay, so I see on this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mites.
Okay, show me what they look like.
Maybe 6. Okay, you see this right there?
Okay, there's one.
That is a mite.
Okay.
That is a mite.
So this hive
That
needs
is a
to be
mite.
treated for sure.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's a bee on me.
So has anybody not seen mites?
That was my first mite.
Okay, so if you see that right there, that is a mite. That is a mite.
Yep.
There's 5 of them in here.
Might have to do something about the mites.
Might have.
So is that, will a hive always have mites, and we're just looking for how much is too much? So how much is too much?
I don't like to see more than one.
Got it. Okay.
I'd like to see one because then I know it's effective of what I've agitated enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
None, I
true.
don't know, well, did I
Right.
not sample well?
Yeah.
But 5 means they have a lot of mites in that bit of bees.
You're just gonna hit them with the OA vapor.
So that's. I will probably wait
A couple days.
a couple days. So this is a sample of 300 bees. We got 5 mites on 300 bees. We have 10,000 bees that we just installed. So is there a mathematician here?
No. I'm a social
mathematician.
worker, not a mathematician.
Wait, no.
Probably be
You're
about 250 mites.
250?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot of mites with these bees.
You've got about 2.5% there. Yeah.
And so now we just have to dump these bees back in.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
That's one way to take the cover off.
That worked.
A little sticky mess
Oh, and I
there.
see your board's a little short. Your top board. Look at the back of the hive.